obviously there are many positives of like the rural life. Like you become strong bodied, you have all this food that you organically, eating, you're giving back to the earth. But then there's also cons. Like there's also the donkey fucking.
I was gonna go with the lack of like Amazon Prime, but
I was gonna go with no internet. But if that's really your biggest issue today, I guess we could discuss it.
No, because one thing that I did notice,
it's prevalent in those communities.
What?
It's prevalent in those communities.
No, and I mean,
the farm animal.
And no disrespect to your grandpa, I don't know. Like I'm just talking about in general. When I used to go around this rural areas in Venezuela, and you would meet people, it would sometimes be very, very awkward, as some people would very casually talk about their donkey fucking experience
and invite you and shit. You want to hit this? You gonna go? Am I gonna go?
This shit right here.
I got one ready to go right quick.
I'll be right back. You're not gonna go, pussy.
You're gonna go. You're a pussy. Damn.
No, but
God damn, bro.
It is, I don't know, like in Venezuela, at least in some rural areas, and I know in Colombia this is also the case, is very, very, I wouldn't say it's very normal, but it's very common to see it. And even women are like, oh yeah, he already fucked his first donkey. It's sort of like the entrance to like
a rite of passage.
Sexual, yeah, your rite of passage.
Wow.
And I'm just thinking, like, as a girl, like imagine like you grabbing that man, like, and the relationship, like the previous relationship was a donkey, right? You're going from donkey to woman. Like, is it even like a comparison? Like, once like, I think Dave Chappelle had a thing where like he said like if you were to fuck a monkey, like you wouldn't be into monkeys and women. Like you gotta be into one of them, because like that shit ain't relatable. You know what I mean? Like, you're into donkeys or women? Like I just don't. And again, this is cultural, for lack of fucking better words. We're not saying this is fucking insane, but like I just don't fucking understand it, like but it is a thing. Yeah. I mean, they have the donkey show. I can't attest to that in Mexico or Tijuana. Oh. Well, that's a different thing.
But that's the reverse.
The reverse, and it's a lot. I mean,
you think those things are real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. BJ, if you travel deep into the internet,
I went to Mexico City and I asked around, like, yo, is there anywhere to see this? And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, you fucking gringo? You coming over here? What do you think of our culture?
You fucking gringo.
What up, you asked that way?
In Mexico City.
You can't really ask for that. You just have to just come up on it. Like, nobody's advertising that on the street and shit.
Well, my cousin's driver, and he's from a pueblito.
There's no brochure, there's no pamphlet.
You don't get that at the airport? There's no coupon.
There's no Groupon.
I can't say I didn't try.
That's the type of shit you just brought into. I mean, I do understand how maybe Mexico City, where it might not be like Tijuana, where like anything goes, right? Like, I can see how Fear looked like a fucking piece of shit. Like, hey, dude, where is it that you fucked the donkey? And the guy's like, no, man, I know we're not as advanced as the US, but what the fuck, dude?
And he probably did it like in Spanglish. It's like, I want to see burro,
Burro.
And then he's like, what the fuck is wrong with this gringo ass motherfucker?
What the fuck do you think we do with your dog? We do tacos and rancheras, motherfucker.
Get the fuck out of here with that narco shit.
So yeah, I couldn't find it.
And then at the end he's like, but really though, I mean, I do got a boy. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, gringo?
Come here.
For $300, I mean, we can make some calls. I just think you didn't ask the right people. I think in Mexico, for the right amount, they'll make any fucking movie happen for you. Like,
it's a big city. I don't think in Mexico City, like you said, it's not rural enough where it's not the Wild West where everything goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to be somewhere more rural.
Yeah. For that type of entertainment,
the type of action.
Go deeper. You gotta go deeper into the things, but yeah, man.
So then, can we agree that there's like a correlation between IQ and donkey fucking?
I mean, I don't think it would be far fetched. I mean, more than IQ, just education.
Okay, yeah.
I think I was listening Thomas Sowell, who Fear knows, I think, but whatever. It's like this great economist and just great thinker, Thomas Sowell. But he was talking about how IQ is an important factor for success, but if you are born in a rural place where you don't have access to opportunities, even if you have a really high IQ, how are you gonna put that IQ to use when you're just plowing the land? And no, nothing to say against right. That's shit that I really appreciate. I think those are like very valuable jobs, and I wish I was a bit more adequate for the land, instead of being a city bitch. But so he said like IQ is important, but someone with a lower IQ could accomplish a lot more in a place where you have access to opportunities and resources than someone with a high IQ that never was even able to manifest it. So, but yeah, I not to be fucked up about it, but yeah, there is definitely a correlation between donkey fucking and your level of education. So, and
of like formal education, and also like access to resources and like schooling and whatever.
Like I don't think you go to Harvard, get out of a third world country, go to Harvard, accomplish things, and you're still into donkey fucking. Like,
well, what if you did it before and now you can't go back?
Like imagine if you're you came from Venezuela or Colombia, right? And you came from a rural poor place, and you fuck donkeys, and then you move to the U.S. and you're like, oh, we're the donkeys, but you never fuck it, no donkeys.
You fuck the women here?
and they have to consent, so whatever, and you do that, and then he grows up and he becomes he makes an app, and this guy is like a super rich guy now,
multi-millionaire,
and then he's like, fuck man, now that I got money, like shit, I want to do I want to go do what I always like the best, donkey fucking. And he lives both worlds. Like he's like, no, I'm an educated person, I've evolved, but shit, I mean, I still got my culture. Like, would you defend culture then?
Well, he made a donkey shit, like a donkey app, like a donkey locator app.
You have to check in when it's being used. It's available now.
This donkey's been fucked 5 times today. No, I don't know.
Damn, would it be culture? I mean, shit. I think it would be more like preference, really, at that point in time. Like, maybe he has fucked a girl and he's like, well, it doesn't feel the same as a donkey. Donkey.
Did you start feeling bad for the guy? It's like, fuck, man. He becomes one of the letters, the LGBTQ, LMNOP,
D.
and D.
Right? Right? Imagine like if donkey fucking becomes like a thing, like don't bully him, okay? He was born like that.
You're born into it.
It's not a choice.
His father practically forced him. The donkey didn't say no.
He falls in love with souls. Okay, he doesn't see any race or different type
or gender,
gender, race, or like species. He just sees love.
He sees the soul.
He sees the soul. Okay. Did you even know how tight a donkey pussy is?
You don't. You're ignorant.
You're ignorant.
You know the donkey has feelings too.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever thought of who fucks donkeys? Huh? Do you think they like to get railed too?
Maybe the donkey's in love with him.
Okay. Why can't you accept it? It's love. It's ignorant. It's just you uppity fucking conservative with your fucking Christianity.
It's not just about the sex, all right? It's the connection that they make.
They made a garden together. The donkey plows. He puts the things.
He also plows.
The donkey's productivity has gone up.
They plot together.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
It's really beautiful.
LGBTQD. Donkey fuck.
Donkey fuck.
Dude, we're gonna get so canceled, bro. Like that's it. It's over.
I guess we're staying unemployed.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks, Kiko.
I hope you're cool being unemployable.
Now we're on that Capitol Hill list, bro. What the fuck?
I mean, hey man, I support whatever makes people happy.
That's true.
I'm just saying, who's looking out for the donkeys?
Oh man. So I mean, this is kind of I guess we could talk about this in the sense of like a traditionalism. Like, is it a traditional thing, or is it like a culture thing, or is it really just a preference, or like like you're bored, you got nothing to do, you don't have money, you're young, and you want to fuck, but you can't fuck a bitch because you're too young. So then you end up doing the donkey.
But you gotta feel like it's not right. Like,
I mean, now that you just said it, BJ, kind of makes you give it like, oh, I see how it could make sense. I mean, you gave a good argument for it. You're like, I mean, you're too young for it. I mean, jerking off, it's already getting old.
Yeah.
And you see that donkey over there all day.
A big old stallion.
There we go. That big old stallion looking at you every day. You go and you clean her up every day, but you can't do anything to her.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No, but you don't think they feel like this might not be right, but I don't care type, or it's like they don't even put right or wrong into it. It's just what it is.
Like, do you cover her the first time you do it or some shit?
No,
you're thinking about it for a while, like, oh fuck, dude.
No, I think
there's no girls inside.
Again, this goes with education and shit. These are very simple-minded people that live different types of lives, and I don't even think they go as far as thinking is this right or wrong? Like, this is just
they're almost like thinking it instinctually, like they're animals.
Like, yeah, they're
like instinctively. There's a hole. I'm gonna touch it, and then
yeah, they're born. They make crops, and they're like, we fuck the donkeys, and then we fuck.
Welcome to Mexico.
We got tacos. We got burritos and yeah.
But I think this is more of a South American
I prefer
thing.
to talk about my own country just so that they don't. No, but
I haven't heard of this in Dominican. I haven't heard of anything like that. But in Colombia, I've
heard of it in Cuba.
Yeah. Sad thing is they don't even have donkeys to fuck now. They haven't had
in Cuba.
Oh, I heard it with pigs though, not donkeys themselves.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh fuck! That's why they love that.
Like
shit
rumors
so
in
much.
high school, like, oh, that guy's uncle back in Cuba did this. Like,
en Cuba ese se cogía a los cochinos.
Los cochinos.
Agarraba puerco,